So before we proceed with the different accomplishment of the PNP ACG, let me discuss the humble beginning of the ACG. So ACG started in CIDG, the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, way back in 2003. So kami po yung mga pioneer personnel doon who started the cybercrime unit under the Anti-Transnational Crime Division. So in 2004, we investigated the hacking of the gov.ph, and a year after, there was a conviction under Republic Act 8792, yung Section 33E of the RA 8792. So doon po nakilala si Anti-Transnational Crime Division, CIDG, and later on, we proposed for the creation of the Anti-Cybercrime Group. So parang 10 years in the making po yun. So in 2013, ACG or the Anti-Cybercrime Group was established. So ito po yung core capabilities ni ACG. We have first the cyber response. We conduct cybercrime investigation. We do apply cyber warrants, and we apply the different court warrants and search warrant to the different courts nationwide. For the digital forensic capability, so ginagawa natin is we do conduct forensic examinations of the different computers, cellular phones, CCTVs. For the cybersecurity, we do have a regular cyber bulletin for the PNP organization to know what's the current trend on cybercrime and cybersecurity and what are the different threats online. So from 2013 to present, we have received a total of 84,460 different cybercrimes. Do you think this is the actual picture of cybercrime here in the Philippines? I don't think so. Because these are only the different cybercrimes reported to the PNP ACG. There are other cybercrime cases that are reported to the different police regional offices. So when I assume office as the acting director of the ACG, I give instruction to the different regional offices of ACG to collect data from the different police regional offices so that we can have a very good data for us to have an informed decision on what to do in the fight against cybercrime. So makikita po natin dito the top 3 cases on cybercrime here in the Philippines. In fact, these are the cyber-enabled cybercrime cases. Number 1 is the swindling estafa. Number 2 is in violation of RA 8484 or the Access Devices Regulation Act, as amended by RA 11449. At pangatlo po, yung pinakabagong batas natin, the Anti-Financial Account Scamming Act of 2022. Pinapakita po natin dito, before the pandemic, napakababa pa po yung cybercrime cases. At dito rin po nag-umpisa kung saan yung mga different POGO operators started their business here. So in 2023, makikita po natin yung pag-peak ng different cybercrime cases here in the Philippines. And when we stop it in the year 2024, yung POGO operation, bumaba rin po yung cases of cybercrime. Again, we will see here the three top cyber-enabled crimes here in the Philippines. So I just want to show here the top 10 core cybercrimes. These are offenses against confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data. The computer-related offenses and content-related offenses. Ang pinakamarami po is on illegal access, data interference, and system interference. When it comes to computer-related offenses, we have identity theft. Mamaya po, pupunta tayo doon sa phishing, bishing, smishing. Then, the content-related offenses. Now, these are top 10 cyber-related crimes. Again, the top 3 are there. Swilling estafa, violation of RA 8484, and threat. So kung makikita po natin, the epicenter of cybercrime is here in Metro Manila. It's because it's very logical to think that business centers are here in Metro Manila. The next is in Region 4A and Region 3. Tignan po natin kung ano yung mga accomplishment ni Anti-Cybercrime Group. This data is only when I assume office as the director of the Anti-Cybercrime Group. So we conducted 585 entrapment operations. So we were able to arrest 785. What is significant in the different entrapment operations that we conducted is the arrest of several individuals who are involved in the illegal selling of the different devices, such as the IMSI catcher, text blaster machines, signal jammers, and others. So ano po ba itong IMSI catcher? Ito po yung nag-i-intercept ng signal for that machine to get the number of a particular individual at magamit niya, possible for any scam. So in one particular operation, meron po tayong nahuli rito, a Malaysian national na nagbibenta online of these different machines that I mentioned. Okay, on the online scam, nag-umpisa po tayo noon on phishing, napunta ng smishing, at ngayon po ay bishing na. So nag-i-evolve po talaga, no? Phishing, fraudulent emails for them to collect data information, nag-evolve into smishing, sending text messages through fraudulent means. At ngayon po, tawag-tawag na po tayo. Marami pong nabibiktima, all walks of life. Doctors, lawyers, you name it. And sabi ko nga, hindi nakokolekta yung kabuuang data. It's because some are ashamed to report to us. Just recently, yung online scam na hulog doon sa online raffle. At tayo po ay nagsagawa ng entrapment operation sa isang lugar sa Tarlac. And yung venyong yan ay malaki pa po rito. Hindi talaga kakayaning mahuli lahat ni Anti-Cybercrime Group. That's why we were able to arrest only 94 individuals. All the rest, nakasama doon sa venue, ay nagkaroon na lang po tayo ng regular filing in violation of illegal gun. So immediately, these 94 individuals, after we bring them for inquest proceedings, nakapagpiyansa po kagad to. So, meron talaga malaking financiers dito. Meron din tayo mga sinagawang operasyon laban sa mga nagbebenta ng pekeng pera. So klase-klase po matatagpuan natin online. We do not only conduct police operations, but we also implement warrant of arrest. So in the course of our operations, we were able to arrest 275 wanted persons. So ito po yung kaninang binabanggit ko. We do apply cyber warrants, warrant to search, seize, and examine computer data. On-site, we do forensic examinations there. We do apply warrant to examine computer data. Ito po yung mga nahuli natin pagka merong computers, cellular phones, and others. Immediately, we apply warrant to examine computer data. And pagka yung mga naluloko online, ang ina-apply po natin is warrant to disclose computer data. It's either to the different telcos, banks, financial institutions, and other virtual asset service providers. Ayan po, nag-implement din tayo ng search warrants. What is important is after filing the different cases in courts, sinasabi natin noon, mabagal yung gulong ng hustisya. But not with us, because since December to present, meron po tayong 125 convictions. And this can be verified in the different courts. So hindi lang po tayo nagpa-file ng kaso, nag-imbestiga, mag-file ng kaso, but nagkakaroon po ng convictions. So, as part of the strategy ng ACG, paulit-ulit kong sinasabi, hindi namin kaya yung trabaho paglaban sa cybercrime. We need the different stakeholders to be with us to fight cybercrimes. Kaya nga po, ayan, we have a lot of partnerships and collaborations to the different stakeholders. Let me end with this quote. Crime spares no one, regardless of age, status, or background. Bawat individual po, the different, all walks of life can fall victim. So let us be informed, safe, and secure. Bago po tayo ma-scam, pwede po pa-scan na lang para sakali man, alam po natin kung sino ang tatawagan. The ACG in this cybercrime community is outnumbered, but we are never outfought. In the year 2024, we are adjudged as the best national operational support unit of the PNP, wherein the President of the Republic of the Philippines will be awarding that to us next week. So we are very proud to get that award, the best national operational support unit. Maraming salamat po.